Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode here on RevStoration. Yep, the plan today is we're not just going to see if these two GM products would crank. We're going to see if we can drive them down the road, if we can get them moving from their present location. This Firebird here, in the last episode, we sort of got it started by putting a little bit of fuel into the fuel rail, and she ran fairly decently. We're not getting fuel delivery, so we got a fuel pump to put on this one. I also have a fuel pump to put on the Nova. We're going to drain the oil and see if we can get the Nova running. And we know the Nova will run. We just got to actually see if we can get it off the car dolly. That's the goal for today's episode. Yeah, I know. Doggone GM products. But this Firebird's pretty cool. Yeah, it's covered in rat poop and it's dirty as all dickens. But we're going to see if we can get it moving in this episode. And we kind of hacked it up a little bit, but we'll show you that in just a minute. Hey y'all, I'm Rev. This is my daddy, also known as the old man. This is my wife, my prime rib, Nikki T. Here on our channel, we enjoy bringing life back to dead things, mostly old Fords. We have many crazy methods that are ours, and we use those crazy methods on rigs that are ours. If you enjoy our crazy shade tree, cussing free, God loving, dad joke telling, tires spinning content, then subscribe. It's free. But either way, welcome to RevStoration. All right, y'all, I think Moose is sorely disappointed he's not able to come out and work with us today. All right, y'all, here's the old man. We ain't been to work together in a while. It's the first time. Well, y'all know how the episodes have been. We hadn't had any in a couple of weeks. So we're happy to be able to work on the old rig. All right, old man, you did something in between footage. You made the choice to what you, well,
I wasn't gonna do it your way. I wasn't gonna drop axle and all that. I said I'm gonna take a shortcut.
All right, raise the trunk lid and let's show them what the shortcut was. Yeah, y'all see that? Look at this. Bum, bum, bum. That's a skill saw right there, baby. Old man said, hey, I know how to run a skill saw. He said he knows how to run a skill saw. Goodness, you busted. Look at what good.
See what you told me on the
I told you from right there to right there.
According to I looked at a brand new gas tank online, and it looks like the hole's in front of the feeler neck. So the feeler neck's right here. So I thought it would be in this area, but
you was wrong.
When I cut it here and cut that one and pull that up, it wasn't there. It was up under here, so I had to cut backwards to get this one open. Now here's my wiring harness, which we got to cut off this one to match.
No, the other one.
No, this
the 4-wire. Nope.
The 4-wire. This is it.
How many wires this got?
3. This goes to the safety switch. You're right. Whatever it's called.
So this is the one we got to cut, and the big gray there is the power wire. So I wonder, we should be getting power when you turn the ignition on. We should be getting power to that one right there. Now we know that because that's what it says. So should we try to do that before we go to cutting stuff?
Yeah, we can.
All right, y'all, we're gonna try that one last time, which I don't know, probably doesn't make a lot of sense to do it, but we're going to try it. All right, everyone, we know where the power wire is here now since the old man got his got his old skill saw out. So to make sure the pump was getting power and the pump was bad, he's going to be inside, and when he turns the ignition on, it should be getting power to it momentarily, just for a few seconds. So hit it, old man.
Here we go.
All right, power on.
How long did it stay on?
Stays on for about 3 or 4 seconds, and if it, I think it says if it does not prime, turn it on again.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
Did it come on again?
All right, and it goes right back off. So we have power to the pump, so we're gonna have to cut all of these wires. We're gonna get fuel out. So we got power to the pump, that's good. All right, y'all, there's a view of the river. It called our name. About this time of year, we catch a bunch of crappie in old oxbows in the old lakes back off in here. So we got to get in the boat and go on down the corner. We're not going to create a RevStoration fishing channel, but it would sure enough be fun. You'd think we tell a lot of jokes and stories now. You ought to hear us in a fishing boat. But now what we're going to do, we've got old varnished gas in there. We're going to try to pump all of the gas out as much as we can. We're going to get it out. We're probably going to seat the old seal, the old pump back in it, so we don't have any fumes coming out. And then we're going to snip the wires and get the new, we'll show you. All right, now if y'all haven't already figured it out, we don't do things a traditional way. Or maybe we do things the old traditional way, where it is you get it done. You really don't have to look pretty doing it. Now, we don't look pretty. Now, the old man's pretty. I hear y'all. Oh, this young man is not as pretty. I'm old to some of y'all. But we have a get it done attitude on this channel. Now, it says RevStoration, and I think some people may have been confused that we were going to restore every automobile we have. And we got a bunch of them that need restoring, and we're gonna get to that. I'm working on pudding. We got to work on Bishop the Bronco. I've got Nutcase. That might be the next one up. I got an oil pan, a few things we need to get done with Nutcase. But sometimes, like the old man's engineering here, being able to get his skill saw out and making access holes. But this is how we check the gas.
That's how much gas I got.
Old sending unit don't work, so we get old 2x4 cut in half, and we have old dipstick for our gas tank.
So what do you think? Got maybe 5 gallons? I got a 5-gallon bucket.
Smell it.
You can't smell it on film. You don't want to either.
It's stinky, ain't it? Ooh. Yeah, it's
if you shine a light in there, boy, it's some yellow looking stuff.
So the old man was wanting to get something to put on the bottom, but that's our handle, and this is going to be our siphon hose. So we're going to hold that in the bottom, and after we get it held in the bottom like that, which is done pretty good, and that'll give it a little bit of rise, so you won't have to work so hard on getting the pump working. Oh, hold on,
that's almost higher than me. Now the fuel thing's down in there, the float and the bolt, because it was all rusted off. You ready?
Yep, let's go. All right, y'all, here we come. See how good the old man's, look at there, look at that gas. Oh boy, it's got junk in it. You got to put a fuel filter or something on that. So that ain't too bad. All right, here he is. He's getting it up high. And you get it up high, and then he's gonna drop it down in that bucket. That's old school right there. Oh yeah, it's pumping, folks.
Look in the bucket.
Now
I ain't gonna move it too much.
There was already dirt in the bucket, so
that black tar.
But it's coming through. If you see there, all that is just pumping the gas out.
Can you see that?
And it don't look horrible. Hold that.
Just don't move it.
All right, we're looking down in there, and it's coming on out. I don't know how long it'll take.
You see, we're better with a light.
No, not really. But
you can look in the bucket and see how much is coming out.
She's pumping gas. So all right, y'all, we're gonna go wet a hook while this gas is pumping out, and then we'll hopefully get that pump in, and we may drive this car up to the Nova to get to working on it here in about 10 minutes. Probably not 10 minutes. All right, y'all, here's the old fuel pump, and the old sending unit. Well, it does move some.
It does move, but it don't.
The old sending unit was rusted off, so we got to figure out how to get the old sending unit out. That might be the rust that we found. All right, y'all, I think we hit the gold mine. I think I stirred up something.
Oh, Jed done hit the gold.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, that is
transmission fluid.
Is it all trash?
I don't know if that's trash, but look in the bucket. You can't even see the bottom of the bucket no more. It's red.
Good Lord, look at that nasty gas. It has broken up whatever's in the bottom.
Or I don't know, it wouldn't suck it. We must not have been sucking slap off the bottom.
No, I got we are now. Pick it up and let them see how dirty it is coming out. Look at that. Aren't y'all glad we didn't put that in the gas tank or in the
Ooh, yes, that one.
Look at all the chunkiness coming out right there.
It would have lubed up the cylinders.
He would have done something to the cylinders.
Sucking a little bit.
How much gas you got? You don't have any?
Some.
I mean, you got enough for the pump to work?
I hope so.
All right, everyone, we're gonna let you take a dive. All right, tank don't look bad. We do have all of that yumminess right there in the bottom. So we're going to try to clean that as much as we can. But we're going to get a good look around, folks. Good look around. You already on. All right, y'all, the old man, I don't know if there's any stuff in it.
It ought to be the float.
I don't think the float's in it. I think the float might have been what came undone. Or you got it.
I got something.
That's some hose.
There's the
there's the sock.
filter sock.
Man, Mama ain't gonna let you in the house. Your hand's gonna stink. Good Lord. There's some more hose.
I wonder where the float went. I can't get my hand no further than that wrist.
Go to the other side.
I don't feel the float.
I think that float might have done disintegrated. Man, you
maybe there ain't enough lint on
what
here.
you getting the towel dirty for?
You think that lint's too much?
Nah, it'll be fine. That'll catch it. That'd probably be better. We ain't gonna leave a bunch. I'd watch that dirt. I wouldn't knock that dirt down in there. All right, y'all, the old man is gonna spit shine the inside the gas tank. Oh, there went your float. You hear it?
I'm hitting it way over yonder with a rag. I'm slinging the rag, but I can't reach it. I can't get my hand no further than that elbow.
Your wrist too thick, ain't it? Just too strong.
Not my wrist, but
Well, your elbow.
my elbow's too big. You want to try yours?
That was too many grits and sausage this morning.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was, I'm telling you. It was a Ford. Oh, it slid back.
Still don't feel it, but maybe I knocked it in.
I'm hearing
I might have held it.
Ooh, oh good Lord, look at that dirty rag. Look like tie-dye. Did you clean the bottom out?
Yeah. There's my float.
Yep, got the float out.
I don't have to buy one of them.
Oh, that other one's got a float on it, don't it? I hope it does.
It does.
I was about to say, if it didn't.
Should I wring it out?
Wring it
Try to get
out.
more?
I'd throw it in the fire pit. Oh, wring it out, old man. Greta, we're sorry. That's just corn. All that is ethanol. Oh, ethanol gas.
Well,
I bet it wouldn't even light up.
This side's clean. Let's put this side in.
All right, y'all, we're going for a... Not bad. Old man he got it looking a whole lot better. Few low spots on the sides over there. All in all, old man, outside of your skill saw job, I think you've done pretty good. All right, y'all, with a new fuel pump, you have to replace this plug. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna snip these 4 wires here pretty close to the edge so I can get a little bit, pull this back and actually install the new pump. It has heat shrink wrap that goes around so we don't have any moisture issues. But we're gonna probably drop the old pump in just to keep the fume levels down. I don't believe any of the ethanol fumes, what word am I trying to say? Fumes are going to ignite, but we want to be safe. Safety third, safety first is what we always do here on RevStoration.
Stuck this on backwards.
Probably did. That should be fine. What you reckon? Safety third, safety second. Oh, we're good now.
It ain't until it.
All right, we thought we lost one, but it was hidden in the tube. We got a yapping dog that's not Moose over here. It seemed like he's having a good time. But of course, it just comes with these little metal clamps. and then you have your heat shrink tube. So we are going to get this side clamped down, and then we will clamp the other side, and then after we get it, we'll slide the tube back over it and heat shrink them together. Old man said he's shaking like a leaf.
Yeah, it won't go down far enough, so I gotta tilt it over anyway.
Set her down. All right, can y'all see what I'm doing?
Barely.
So if we look at all of the wires, of course, I pulled, you know, I've really made it too long. You want the, you know, you want the plastic to be covered all of that, but of course these will pull over like that. We'll heat shrink that and it'll close it down. But always give, you know, just a good tug on these and make sure they're connected. Some people like different connectors. I like this because it is a metal to metal connect. Some solder them, solder brakes, I mean, all kind of things. I like these kind of crimped, and you know, you put that horsepower to it and they're not coming out. So now we're going to slide these over, and we're going to get our hair dryer and hope it gets hot enough to shrink the shrink wrap. Hey, old man, fella tried to sell me a DeLorean the other day. You know what he told me? He said it had low miles, said it was only driven time to time.
Time to time.
Oh, Back to the Future reference there, folks. Back to the Future. All right, y'all, we've got this. Of course, we had a lot of extra wire. I believe it was actually made to be simple enough for us to pull all of this down to the bottom and do this at the bottom. We're gonna have a lot of extra wire at the top, but I don't believe there'll be that much of an issue there. The old man's done a fine job in getting all this clean. Look at them, boy, old rugrats trying to market Moose. Old Moose come over here and lay down the law. So we got to, we're gonna actually clean up this little area here and then get the new pump put in. Oh, you got the new pump, you ready? Is that how it goes?
I guess.
I would assume.
There's no clip to hold that in, I don't guess. It's in there, right?
Yep. Is that, you sure that's how it goes?
It ain't but one way.
Yeah, well, I guess you're right.
Because once you put it in,
you flipped it over the other way, it wouldn't go nowhere.
Be way up here, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would.
It wouldn't be in the clamp.
All right, so you're gonna go on and slide it in, old man. You ready? Oh, down in there.
It'll lay down.
All right, set this in.
I'll set the O-ring.
You ain't even got this on it.
I know it. Well, slide down. Slide down, boy. That ain't too hard. You think that O-ring's in there?
Looks like it is to me.
Is there a slot that has to be?
Woo, I'm telling you what, you stinky with that bad gas. Hold on, there we go. Slap her on in. She's clamped in. Oh, pinch my finger. Good Lord Almighty. Get your old hammer and tap her on in. Is that all the way? Or does it go? Oh yeah, you gotta beat it on.
I guess that's in there.
Oh yeah,
It ain't all the way in yet, but I mean.
Yeah, that part is, you keep on hitting that. You got a good access hole though. How you gonna cover your hole up?
You'll see later.
Later. All right, so she's in.
That's all the way locked down.
All right, y'all, we have everything installed. Old man was worried about these plastic clips. He had it on the other one. So it's all connected there now. We don't have any fuel in the tank. We just want to hear if the pump will turn on. So hit the ignition. Pump is a pumping, folks. Pump is a pumping. So
Find some gas putting this.
so we need some fuel.
On yeah.
And here is the Schrader valve. So the old man's gonna go turn the ignition on.
It's gonna take 2 or 3 times.
And we'll see if we're hearing some air coming out of the Schrader valve.
You ready?
Yep.
Let's turn it off again.
Oh, hold on. All right, got gas all over the camera, so I'm pulling the camera out. All right, hit it again. All right, we have fuel pressure, folks. Oh man, got gas all over y'all. I'm sorry. All right, y'all, about 3 weeks ago, 2.5, 3 weeks ago, we got this car running just by dumping gas down into the fuel cell, and it ran fairly decent for a few seconds. Now we have the fuel pump working. We know you saw there was pressure getting to the Schrader valve. So now the old man's gonna turn it over and we're gonna try.
You ready?
Thinking of crank. All right, y'all, let's see if she'll crank.
Let me give it some more gas.
All right, give her some more gas. Probably should have run a whole lot of engine or stuff to clean them lines out and all that. We could have. Whew. All right, I hear it. I hear it getting gas up to it.
I think he's getting all the way through the...
Well, that's what we don't know. Crank it up. Now, folks, we have a no fire issue. So she's not getting fire right now for some reason. So now we have to figure out why we have lost fire. Oh, we lost as a goose in a hailstorm. Nope, yep, all right, y'all, we don't have a clue what's going on. We've got fuel to the fuel rail, but we're not getting any power to the spark plugs. There is no power coming to, so camshaft sensor, but we had it the other day. We cranked it the other day and then we couldn't. If you remember toward the end of the video, we tried to crank it again and we could not before we went to the Nova. We couldn't crank it, so more than likely whatever the issue was happened then. But we do know we do not have any power to the engine now. We do have fuel, but now we don't have fire. So we're frustrated to the nth degree. Price tag is going down. All right, y'all, we have failed miserably on the Pontiac 2 times in a row. So now we're gonna come and see if we can drain the oil plus the water out of the inside of the oil capacity part of the engine. Then we'll put the fuel filter or fuel pump back on it, fill it up with good oil, and hopefully be able to get the car off the dolly and back into our car lot number 2. So that's the plan. And old man, I guess, is over there trying to see if he can check the brakes, see if it's got any
fluid.
See if it does have fluid in the brakes.
Yeah.
So maybe it's got brakes, probably not, but we know the engine runs good. We got the engine running, but had water in the inside of the engine, and we don't know. There's a lot of reasons it could have water inside of the engine. It's probably the worst case scenario, but we're going to drain it, put fresh oil in it, and go from there. All right, y'all, I'm under the Nova. We're actually putting the drive shaft on it. So hopefully we can get this one running and get it moving. We had to use a new cup because I guess somewhere between here and where the old man picked this rig up, he lost one of them. Had the drive shaft just tied on and not taken off. I guess somebody else did that for him. But we got this one on, got it good and tight. So I think the old man's taking it off the dolly. The oil, it would drain right down onto the dolly. So we're gonna try to pull it off the dolly first, then drain the oil, and then we'll go from there. All right, y'all, the old man's attempting to just pull this old rig out. Know what he's doing now. All right, y'all, hopefully this will be the first success of the day. All right, the old Nova is sitting down on the ground. So now we can get the oil changed on it, get the oil out of it, and commence to getting it started back up. He's been needing his truck. I don't know why. I don't know why you couldn't have done that a long time ago.
Yeah, I know. I could have got it off, but I thought it would be easier to put a drive shaft on it while it was jacked up.
Oh yeah, so he waited for me to put your drive shaft on. I get this. I understand how it works. Oh man, nothing but water. All right, y'all, look at that. Water, 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 water. There's a pile of water. Nothing but water. I think we got a block issue. Still nothing but water. That may be mixed up oil. Look like water. It's still coming. Just steady stream. Now we're getting into some oil. Oh man. That is gross. I don't think gas tank gonna help this one. It's just like, don't do that, it's on me. Oh man, y'all, that's gross.
And I got some wrong with this thing. Man.
All right, y'all, so we're gonna test to see if we got a busted block. We're gonna put water down into the radiator, and I guess I'm gonna lay down on the ground and see if we got water coming out. If anything, you got a good radiator, it looks like.
Yeah.
Like a OEM.
It was a new radiator.
Well, let me get up under.
When it starts pouring.
All right.
I want to pour it over if I leak.
Probably. Hold on. I'm gonna get this out of the way so I can see it. All right, hold on. Oh man, it's still dripping junk out of it.
When it start pouring?
Yep, more junk comes
if I
out.
miss this, it's going to hit your head.
Well, don't hit my head.
We move to this side.
Well, I got my eyes on it. Go on, if you hit me in the head, we put the fuel pump back on. We have drained the oil. We put water in the radiator in the engine, and we have turned it over, and we're not getting more water to come out. So we filled it up with fresh oil. Don't know how all that water got in there. We're probably going to find out here shortly. We do not have a hose down here, so we're probably going to be losing water here shortly. But the first thing we want to do is see if we're getting fuel. So the old man's going to turn the engine over and see if we're going to get fuel.
Got radiator hose pushed down.
And we're going to see if we're getting fuel here.
You ready?
Yep. Whoa, okay, it just came up, it just primed. Yep. All right, so we're gonna put this hose on, and then hopefully we're gonna get her to go. Everything's up. Well, let's see if she'll fire and crank.
I put these hooks up there.
It's all loose wampus, but yeah. Water's not coming out of there. Yeah. Leave it running. All right, well, that's the first Chevrolet we got to crank today. First GM product we got running. It's got fire. It is doesn't appear to be losing water. I saw your vacuum modulator was not hooked up underneath it.
Yeah, the speed arm to it hooked up either.
Yeah.
We'll probably get the oil out of that. I don't know. Can I put it in here?
Yeah. Hold on, you got all my tools up there.
Well,
you're just putting it in gear.
It looks like it's don't go in gear. I'll stop.
Putting a little oil, smoking a little bit. Hey, she's smoking, boy, she's smoking.
It's smoking like a
It's I don't know where all the smoke. I know we got a little bit of smoke there. Water doesn't seem to be going down. She stinks though. All right, y'all, we're gonna see if this old rascal will hold its water and keep its water and its oil separated. We want to see if the brakes work. We want to see if this old 250 will squall a tire. Old man says this sort of got brakes. Is a whole lot better than most of the brakes we got around here. So we're gonna see if we can kick it around the corner. We're gonna drive it around the block. Hopefully none of the dogs will get in the way. I think Moose and Mama's in the house, so we should be good when it comes to that. And we're going to, what you doing, old man?
I'm gonna move this out of the way a little bit.
Oh yeah, well I thought that'd be good to block your truck. All right, so he's gonna crank her up again. We sloshed a little bit of oil onto the tailpipe, so it smoked a little bit. I reckon it's gonna smoke a little bit more, but we about to find out.
We didn't even check transmission fluid, see if it had it, but we'll find out.
Did it go into gear? It's got some. Old man's sitting on a block. I got a cooler seat than his. I'll show you. Listen to that, crank right on up. Listen to that old car crank right on up. Boy, hold on now. I told him my seat was cooler than yours.
Yeah.
Dad joking today. Hold on now. I'm gonna roll down my windows so I got something to hold on to. Oh man, them windows roll down sweet now. Don't hit the old Danger Ranger. She done cut off. Old dash ain't bad. Yeah, look at that dash.
I don't know if we got brakes. We might be going down the hill by the wrong.
Well, let's go. It's got brakes.
Well, they are hard. Let me roll my window in where I can holler.
All right, y'all. She ain't putting out too much smoke. She got brakes. Good Lord, she got more brakes than anything we got. Turn the air on. All right, y'all. Here's our gas tank.
Yeah, I'm coasting.
Oh yeah, them brakes are good. Go. You worried? Them brakes are fine. Listen to this old thing. Boy, she sounds good. Look at old man sitting on the block. Y'all see that? Uh-oh. I think we got some holes in the floor, man.
He's a picking and I'm a grinning. Picking and a grinning in an old Chevrolet Nova.
Oh, boy, look at it.
I get brave on the straightaway. Down the hill. I got my foot on the brake, Mom. Hey, you ready?
Yep, let's kick it.
Let's stop and see if it's split a tire in David's driveway. You gonna get out?
I'm gonna get out. Hold on now.
You think we ought to get away from David's driveway?
However you want to do it.
You ready?
She's putting water out. She's putting water out somewhere.
Oh, well, get in, hurry up. We'll get back home. Oh, you want to see where it's coming from?
Oh, I know where it's coming from. It's coming from the heater core.
Oh, yeah, that. Huh.
Yep.
Dig it.
Woo!
They still squalling tires. Wow.
Kick it around the corner. Kick it around. Kick it around.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Kick it around. Those things got some get up, don't it? You got any brakes?
I'm fixing to find out.
Oh yeah, it's got good brakes.
We're gonna stop it out here and look and see where the water's
Yeah,
going.
let's look and see what the damage is so far. I'm gonna stick my hand out to open the door.
Yeah.
Oh, don't cut it off, let it run.
No, I don't want to do that.
No. Oh man, that's the first time she went around the block.
Yeah.
We want to check and see if there's any water in the oil. Oh, water's finally pumping out there.
Yeah, water's pumping out that. So we know we were losing water out of a heater core. It's supposed to be coming out of the heater core, but That must be the go in, and this must be the return.
Ooh, you leaking gas? Look at all that. That needs a rebuild. Leaking gas. You see it?
Yep, right in here.
Yep, it's dripping.
Big time. Look on my finger.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know.
All right, y'all. I want to take a few moments just to give a few thank yous. Over the last few weeks, we got a couple of things in. One I want to specifically talk about. Went to the post office the other day, and one of my post office ladies said, hey, you got a package, but it's too heavy for us to pick up. Really wasn't all that heavy, but it was heavy, a pretty heavy package. Didn't have a clue who it was from. I went and looked, and I think Mr. Priest actually sent it. I believe that's his last name. You know who you are. He sent us a, he sent us a drum puller. Okay. So it was real nice. Ooh, and heavy duty. So we won't be beating on drums all that much anymore. It's pretty simple to kind of hook it on and pull them out. But what was not sent is they didn't give us a plug. So we whittled us a wooden plug here. And we're going to put the plug in here, if I can get it started again. And then I'll get my old hammer. It's old Eugene hammer, so thank you, Eugene.
That's the pipe. It's supposed to go to the heater core, but
and I can't get enough hit on it, but that should hold the water. And now we're going to turn this end around, and we're going to hook this in
to the other end of
the stick. Slide her on, and we'll slide this around. And we don't know if we're losing oil or what's going on, or if we never did have the oil filled to begin with. But we're
the dipstick is broke, so we don't know what.
We don't know where the oil's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Hand me an old screwdriver. So we're gonna get this back on. Looks like the water's still going down. Did we fill the water up?
Nope, you told me not to because it was running out the hole.
Oh yeah, that's right. He listens.
Like a plug.
All right, so we made us a wooden plug.
And we don't know if that plug's gonna hold, but
oh yeah, that's a wooden plug. That old wooden plug will hold. They made ships with wood. It'll hold that water. So we're gonna fill this up as much as we can. May run by the house and add some more water to it. We do have a little bit of a fuel leak, but I'm not too concerned about that. Not gonna get her hot enough.
Don't want to get too hot. Don't want to catch fire.
Yeah, it wouldn't be good, would it? And actually, you know, it's actually bolted up on the exhaust manifold.
Yeah, or the intake.
Well, it's on the intake manifold, but the exhaust manifold's on the same side right there at it.
Yeah.
So maybe we don't want to run it too hot, but we're gonna run it a little bit. Rev driving a Chevrolet. Hey, don't nobody video this or nothing. Don't tell nobody I did this, but I'm about to crank it up, see if I can blow the back tires off of it. Well, we got some Flintstone hole down here. Let's see how good she is. Should get a little gas.
Give it a little gas. I flooded it while ago. I just filled it up.
Yeah,
what is that? The mirror?
Yep.
Oh, you want me to film, huh?
Oh yeah. Let's get it in reverse.
All right, folks.
Oh boy.
Oh, don't hit them.
I'm about to hit my doggone Ranger. We're gonna stop at the house?
Yeah, I think we need to put a little more water in it. Now remember now, we ain't got good brakes. You are downhill. That black thing, folks, is a gas tank.
Where we going?
Woo!
Pull in here?
No, I wouldn't pull in. I just stopped right here. In the middle of the road. Don't pull in there. Don't pull in there.
And cut off on us.
Turn the switch up.
The brakes work. Sorta. We're gonna fill it up with water. We'll see in a minute. Alright, y'all, we've already talked about this. Don't y'all tell nobody Rev's been driving no doggone Chevrolet. But this old Nova is running, says she's got a full tank of gas. But I don't believe it for nothing. Old man's gonna hold the camera.
And hold myself.
And hold it. Hold on. Which way does he go?
He goes up the hill.
That's the rear end.
I hope the rear end's
I
turning.
think it's slipping.
It may be slipping.
Yeah.
But here we go, folks. Whoa, that deep ditch is big over there. Uh-oh, went out. Here we go.
Where we going, over here?
Yeah, parking it back up in yonder. But you want to stop here and check it before we get them leaves?
No. Check what? Where we going? Where are you parking?
Park it behind that, beside, in front of that, beside Mr. Holly's truck. That'd be where it's behind this curtain here.
All right, y'all, so we can change oil another time. We can, you know, get the right hoses to get everything hooked back up, get our wood plug out of it. What else can we do, old man?
I don't know, we gotta figure out how to get to the heater core back here on this thing. Back in there.
It's back there. I've already showed you.
No, it's right there on the top. It'd be easy.
Be easy to put the hose on.
Yeah, put the hose on, get a, if this is 1/2 inch, get a 3/4 or 5/8 hose. Then we'll check and see if the heater core works.
You didn't know this, but before me and Nikki T got married, she was dating a clown. You know what she told me when we started dating? Said I had big shoes to fill. I'm sorry if y'all waited all the way to this point in the video. Y'all got that one.
I hope Nicole don't watch the whole video either.
Oh yeah, she knows she was dating clowns before she got this stud muffin. I shouldn't have said that online either. But y'all, we do appreciate y'all watching. Today has been another one of those crazy videos. We're gonna get back to Fords. We're gonna get back to doing what we normally do. Y'all tell us what y'all think it could be. We had fire on the Firebird and then it lost fire. Now we have fuel and no fire. It could be all kind of things. It could be this sensor or that sensor. I don't know what we're gonna do, but we don't have time to figure it out today. Nikki T's already called and asked where Moose was, so I'm headed back to the house. But we got the old Chevrolet running around the yard twice. That wasn't half bad.
Run around the block.
Yeah, all the way around the block, 2 or 3 times. Yeah, well, we even squalled tires. But hey, y'all, we do appreciate y'all watching. Y'all are truly a blessing to us. I wish we could put out more content, but when we have time, me and the old man, me and Nikki T, we love to get to working on these rigs. We do appreciate y'all watching. We thank you, and we know no way of closing out any of these videos than saying deuces, and may God bless. Hey, we want to thank y'all again for watching this video. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you can do so by clicking this button down below, or you can watch a video that may be suited for you or a recent upload here down below. So once again, we thank you for watching. Deuces, may God bless.